He said, I'm still seeing her. Accept it. I replied, okay. Then I packed my things while he was at her place and left a note, good luck with her. He returned to an empty closet. The next night was his friend's birthday dinner. He still expected me to come. I almost didn't. Then I decided I wanted witnesses. The restaurant was loud, a long table, too many glasses, too many people pretending not to notice. Evan was already there, and so was her. She sat beside him like she belonged there, hand on his arm, red lipstick, easy smile. When I reached the table, conversation stalled. Just long enough. Evan leaned back in his chair. Avery, he said, like this was normal. Like he hadn't told me the day before he was still seeing someone else. Like she wasn't sitting in my seat. She looked at me, then at him. So this is the girlfriend? She asked. He didn't correct her. Just said, yeah. Silence again. Someone looked down at their plate. Someone else reached for a drink. Witnesses. I pulled out the empty chair across from them and sat. Calm, quiet. Evan frowned. You didn't have to come. I know. The waitress arrived. Their drinks were already there, shared plates between them. The woman smiled politely. I didn't realize he was still involved. I nodded once. Neither did I. A few people shifted. Evan exhaled. We talked about this. No, I said. You announced it. His jaw tightened. Dinner dragged on. Small talk, forced laughter, glances. Every few minutes, Evan looked at me like he was waiting for a scene. I gave him nothing. Then his phone buzzed on the table. He flipped it face down without thinking. I noticed. So did she. I reached into my bag, took out my phone, and set it beside my plate. The screen lit up. Lease access updated. Evan glanced down. What's that? Nothing. But he had already seen the next line. Resident access, Evan Mercer, removed. His face changed. What did you do? I moved out. He blinked. What? Today. The woman turned toward him. You live together? He ignored her. His phone buzzed again. He grabbed it, unlocked it, and stared. What the hell? He looked up at me. You canceled the utilities? And the internet? The table went silent. You can't do that, he said. My name is on the accounts. The woman slowly took her hand off his arm. You told me you lived alone, she said. He still didn't answer. Another buzz. He checked again. Did you freeze the joint card? Yes. His chair scraped back. You're overreacting. Maybe. I took a folded paper from my bag and slid it across the table. Lease termination confirmation. Signed, approved, effective immediately. He stared at it. Someone at the end of the table whispered, Oh my God. You told me to accept it, I said. So I did. Around us, screens started lighting up. People were texting under the table now, looking up, looking back down. The woman pushed her chair back. You said she was dramatic, she said quietly. He looked at me like he was seeing me for the first time. Too late. You did this on purpose, he said. I stood, picked up my bag. Yes. His voice cracked. Avery. I turned and walked toward the door. Behind me, chairs scraped. Voices rose. Then her voice cut through all of it. One sharp question. You told her to accept it? Silence. I pushed open the door and stepped into the cold air. Behind me, the table finally broke apart. And that was the moment he started losing control.